Welcome back to the Renegade Report. Now wipe your tears. While it's very sad that Coach Rich Hughes and his men's basketball team are no longer in the playoffs, they had a bit of a Cinderella story in February. They went on a 6-0 run. They were undefeated in the second half of conference play. And I have to think that maybe Coach Paula Dahl, welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
And her Lady Renegades were part of maybe what lit a fire under them. Your team had a small bump in the road, I think, in January.
Yeah.
And then you guys dropped it down into fifth gear and have been on cruise control since. I got to be a part of something very fun, something I've never been a part of before. And you set the stage for me to have to find a ladder and scissors because you won the first uncontested. You unified the heavyweight crown, if you will, and won the Western States Conference South.
That's correct.
And you were the coach of the year.
Yes,
deservedly.
I was.
Congratulations
Thank
for that.
Thank you so much, Francis.
And as we just talked about, Nakia Page is the MVP, and we had 4 other girls who were all conference.
Yes, Claycy Tarver, Alex Green, Rosebrook Hunt, and Yoema Esparza all made the all-conference team.
And that just speaks to the depth of your team. One of the funniest things you told me is that you get 7, 8, 9 players deep on the bench, and we will still hurt you.
Yeah.
And we had players who peaked at the right time this season and just did a lot of fun things. Your team has just been really fun to watch. How do you keep their focus, though? Because we did kind of do the World Series celebration after we clinched the division.
Well, the reality is the season is broken into 3 parts. You've got your preseason, you've got your conference, and you've got your postseason. So we talked about it on Tuesday, and we are now into the 3rd part of our season. And what we did before is great, but we've got new goals and we've got new things we've got to get done.
Absolutely. And you told me something that I've actually been applying in my personal life lately. And I asked you what the biggest deal was with this team right now. Is it staying healthy? And you said, no, it's maintaining focus. And I was like, or eliminating distractions, I think is what you said. And I asked you what distractions were. And you said they're anything that don't have to do with the goal at hand of getting a home playoff game. It was at that point. And you said, I don't think anybody ever made it to the Olympics by being all things to all people.
That's correct.
And that's something that you preach, and it seems to work. But you do that in your own life, right?
Try to. I'm trying to be very, very focused on what we need to get done. Also trying to stay relaxed. Don't want the team too uptight on Saturday night. Last week was a very intense week. We had to have it be a very intense week. And this week we've had a chance to really take some time to get ready and recover a little bit and really want to take it to Mount San Jacinto on Saturday.
Tell me a little bit about Mount San Jacinto. We haven't played them. How do they look?
They're the leading rebounding team in the state, but they won't be Saturday night. Bakersfield College will be. And
write it down.
And they're great defenders, but so are we. We're just going to attack them like we have been. And we're going to go after them with our high-tempo game, and we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to use their depth. They play a lot of kids, and but we've got home in favor, and the Bakersfield College community and the Bakersfield community, and I think the pathway is set for us to do great things, and we want to dwell on the possibilities.
And this team isn't just Bakersfield's team. This is Kern County's team. Your squad is another one of those exemplars, just like Coach Payton's baseball team. You are the Kern County All-Stars. If you are a fan of prep athletics in Bakersfield, in Kern County at large, there is no reason for you not to come to this basketball game on Saturday. I'll go a step further and say I'm a degenerate sports fan. I'll watch a Little League baseball game. I love anything with a score, okay? I love watching other people play sports video games, okay, as long as it's against another person. But this game, this Saturday, this team, this facility is a must for any sports fan. I can't say it enough. There's going to be players from all corners of Kern County on the court that night. There's going to be, we've had a game where 10 different girls scored a point.
Yes.
And Coach Gabby was telling me that they call themselves the Renegades.
All right.
Because you guys do run the legs off people. But you said Mount San Jacinto makes a lot of substitutions too. So it sounds like this is actually a pretty good matchup.
It's going to be a really fun game. And we're just really excited.
I'm thrilled too, as you can tell. Tickets are on sale now. You can get them by going to gogades.com and clicking on the ticket tab. It's going to be $11 for general admission and $7 for children under 12, seniors over 60, staff members, faculty members. The bottom line is Don't email me unless I owe you a big favor and ask for free tickets. This is a big-time playoff game. It's being governed by the 3C2A, so get your tickets while you can. We have 300 people completely fill up the lower level, and we're expanding seating for this game. We expect there to be a great house. The girls feed off your energy, so come be a part of history. This is a very unique Bakersfield College basketball team, and I don't think you're going to see another one like it anytime soon. We got a lot of sophomores leaving, and while I don't think this game is their last one, you want to be there. It's a home playoff game. It's going to be thrilling. Right now, we're going to change gears, and we're going to check in with another athlete from another sport that isn't going to be in season for quite a while, but it is a sport that people have a year-round fascination with, and it's BC football. Right now, we're going to talk to running back Curtis McGregor. Curtis, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you are, but I'm going to move the mic up a little bit closer just because you have that good base. Now, you're from Houston.
Yes.
And my concern with you is that you're going to leave us and go to A&M or something. Have you made a decision? Because I know you've been at BC for a little while now, but you broke your forearm tragically in the first quarter against Riverside City College.
Yes.
So is it time for you to move on?
Nah. The best thing I think for me after thinking about it and talking to people.
The microphone is so excited it's falling over.
Yes. Well, I decided that I'm gonna come back to Bakersfield College and play another year. I feel like that's what's best for me.
Curtis, you're coming back?
Yes.
You're going to play football for the Renegades next season?
Yes.
Straight up?
Yes.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Cheers. Welcome back. I'm thrilled to hear this. I had heard rumors, but I had not heard it. I'm kind of tripping out. This is thrilling, dude. How do you feel physically?
I feel pretty good. It wasn't the physical part of me. It was more emotional. Just, breaking my arm the way I did. It took a lot out of me. It wasn't the pain that I was going through. It was just, why me? That's what I kept asking. But you can't ask questions. Everything happened for a reason. You just got to keep going.
Well, and you did your part. I mean, you didn't just sit back. I mean, you did the rehab. You were a great teammate. You were down there on the sidelines to rip off someone more talented than me, shouting at fools like you were Marty Schottenheimer, and totally still involved in the games. But I thought that you were gone, and I'm just pretty stunned right now. There are some big rushing records, Curtis, and I'm going to cut to the chase. You're one of the most thrilling, dynamic running backs we've had at BC. Dude, what are you going to do next season?
I told myself, since I'm coming back, every record that is up, I'm going to shatter it. I have no choice. That's my goal. I've never been a numbers guy, but I feel like, what if I leave? I'm going to leave out with something that they really going to remember me for. I'm pretty sure I'll be remembered for the way I play, the heart I have, how much I give. But just look across the record book, you'll remember even more.
Oh, wow, Curtis, this is crazy, dude. This is very exciting. We have some dynamic weapons on this football team, and we have some awesome returners coming back, like Derek Vickers, the BHS, and we have Dom Frash coming back. We have some key pieces coming back, but you coming back is really kind of changing the face of things, and I'm very excited. And you said that people would remember you when they look across the stats book, but I will remember you as a staff member as being a good teammate to people.
Yes.
And a guy that I've seen around. You spend a lot of time with the young dudes. I've seen you put people who maybe let their heads get bigger than that helmet. I've seen you put them in check gently. So I think that not just what you do on the football field, but your leadership is going to be an asset also. Do you have any predictions? You've played on a state championship team. How do you see next year's team shaping up?
It's still work and play. Since I've been there and I know exactly what it takes, it's kind of like you just look around and be like, we have everything. But we had everything. I feel like we had everything last season. We didn't have enough. Someone like myself go down, everything was a struggle. Like, nobody knew exactly what to do. It was at a pause.
That was like 10 minutes that I felt like I was living with you, by the way, at Riverside, because I had binoculars and I was using my telephoto lens and I was watching you on the sideline. And over that 10-minute period of time, I watched people's body language, and I watched Dr. Tivnon or Dr. Baker come up to you, and there was a moment where I said, uh-oh. And I knew by how they were doing your arm. But you didn't leave and get surgery. You wanted to stay and see the end of the football game.
That I always been a big team guy. Like everything I do individually on my own, I do it for the team. When I'm working out on my own, I'm thinking about what can I do to help the team, everything. Like me breaking my arm, honestly, I respect a lot of guys that sit on the sideline and cheer for guys. I never was a big fan. I didn't understand how people did it. If it's in you, it's in you. Like, I see guys on the sideline really that motivates each other, keep going, keep going. And I always said to myself, I didn't think it was going to happen. I want to know how they feel because my whole life I never been a guy to be on the sideline. I got God put in my life, and I got the experience and see how I feel. It was a good feeling, not even able to play, but verbally be able to go to guys and be like, man, you got to do this. You have to do that. And when they listen to you and they try it and it works, it make you feel a lot better.
Now, Curtis, I know you've talked about going into the probation field before, but it sounds like coaching could be in your future already. You're kind of a player coach as it is. Yeah. So, Curtis, I want to talk to you more. We're running out of time right now, but I'd love to have you on next week or the week after that to kind of take a look at the rest of the team. Okay. And maybe get some grades from there. But thank you so much for coming in today. We're ultra excited to have you on for another season. And, Curtis, I know it's going to be fun. You're like a really fast bowling ball. Watch out, Western States Conference. For the entire athletic department at Bakersfield College, I'm Francis Mayer, and this has been the Renegade Report.